Okay, guys, welcome back again. Still your boy, the Legend FS Academy, and a lot of things has been happening lately. I'm sorry, guys, I've not been active on my channel. Reason being that I've not been actively trading lately. A lot of things has taken my attention away from chart recently, but I'm doing this video in order to clear the air because I've seen that GBPUSD, a lot of people are bearish, a lot of people are bullish on GBPUSD. But that is why I wanted to do this video to clear my followers on what is going on GBPUSD. What is my say on GBPUSD? Are we bullish or are we bearish? You know, I always say it when things gone south, we intend to switch to the higher time frame to know what is going on. So, and for those who do not really know me, I'm a Legend FS Academy. What I do here is to come in here to do my analysis, do weekly analysis, week in, week out, to post, to show you guys how I trade. But I'm so sorry, lately I've not been doing that, but I hope that next year will be better and stronger come next year, because the year is already rounding up. So enough of this, let's quickly dive into the technical analysis. I'll be doing a full breakdown, what we call top-down analysis on GBPUSD. And I know that this video may be too long, and that is why I will be doing only GBPUSD on this particular weekly analysis. I will just focus on GBPUSD only to show you guys what we have on GBPUSD. First and foremost, we are on a monthly time frame, which you know that is the big boy time frame. First, let me quickly do a chart walk. First, we have the monthly. I'm on monthly time frame. Let me quickly bring my parts. Let me get my part. Okay, now if you understand market structure properly, first we have this run up here. Then we had a pullback. We had another run up again, which broke this particular swing high to the upside, which is indicating a clear bullish momentum in the market. Is fine. Then we had a shoot up. We had another low here, which did not come below here. This become our area of interest where the market must not come below, if you understand market structure properly. And if you don't, I have a video that I've done on market structure. It's also on my channel here. So this low was protected because this was the low that led to the break of this particular structure here. So it was protected. Then the market stopped halfway here. We had a clear one. Then we broke again to the upside. Is a clear one. The market structure is still intact from the monthly standpoint. Then we had a pullback. So ideally, this pullback is supposed to stop somewhere here. You shouldn't come below here, because here is where the force came from to take off this particular high. So if you don't understand market structure, I'm also explaining it now so that you can also get it. This is a proper how to read market structure. You know, you first need to understand market structure first before any other thing in the market. So that is why I have to start from the monthly time frame to know, are we still bullish or bearish from the monthly standpoint. So I've done my fundamental analysis, and this is the technical part of it that I'm also doing to show you guys. So now, this pullback is supposed to come below and give us a shoot up again. But note that we failed somewhere here. Normally, this pullback is supposed to come and take off the previous high, which is this one. We're supposed to have something like this. And if we have something like this, we can now say, okay, the uptrend is still very much intact. But note that we stopped halfway. And okay, let me pinpoint this so that you can see it. This was where the pullback ended, somewhere here. Let me put my horizontal ray here. This was where the pullback ended, and I was waiting for the market to give us a new high, to stop somewhere here and give us a new high, but that didn't happen. The market came and failed. Once the market failed, I was watching the market, and I also did a video on this particular GBPUSD about 2 months ago. I told you that something happened. We are on a resistance zone that we should also wait for another pattern. If you watch the video, you may probably understand what I'm trying to say, but that is not why I'm doing this video. So this pullback failed, and we failed to take off this particular high here. This is our high that we are keeping our eyes on. Let me highlight it. This is our high that we are keeping our eyes on. We failed to come and take off this high, and what happened is that we came and broke below the low that led to the previous swing high. What do I mean by that? Let me quickly give you an image of what I mean by what I just said now. This is a clean market structure. This is a clean market structure. We make a leg to the upside, then we had a pullback. We make another leg to the upside. This is a clean market structure. At any given point in time, this low must not be bridged. This is the low we will be keeping our eyes on. But once we make another high, this recent low now will not become our area of interest where we'll be keeping our eyes on. Initially, it was this one, but because we made another high, initially it was this one. But because we've broken structure to the upside, it now becomes this particular one. This is where we are keeping our eyes on. So at any given point in time, this market should not come below this particular zone here. This market should not come below here. It shouldn't come below here. Once the market comes below here and close below this particular swing low here, what we have then is a what SMC trader call a change of character. We call it. It's just a change of character, or however you may likely want to understand it. But in the recent that the market has now flipped from bullish to bearish. Once we have something like this tells us that the market is no longer in an uptrend again. We are now technically downtrend. Once it has successfully broken and closed with a close of candle, not a wick. Once it closed with a close of candle, we are technically bearish. And is also giving us another pattern, which is this double top or M pattern. So that is what happened on GBPUSD. This was the low. Let me quickly let me just finish explaining. We have this low here where the market, we are keeping our eyes so that the market will not come below it. But know that the market came and closed below it on a monthly time frame. It closed significantly below it. That is a sign of weakness in the market. That is to show you that the market doesn't have the momentum to go more higher again. So the moment I spotted that was last month, I knew for a fact that we may be heading lower from the monthly perspective. So with that being said, now we've gotten what we need. We've known that the market has broken the low that is not supposed to be taken out. The market has broken that low. Now we are not keeping our eyes on buying. We are looking to sell. So with that being said, let's quickly go over to the weekly. My internet is slow. It's slow. Just okay. We are back. So now on seeing that on a weekly, we can see that now we are the moment we broke that low from our higher time frame, and on a weekly we got what we call the double top. The double top confirming to us again, because if you watch my video a lot, I always say that always watch out for chart pattern before you take a trade. Chart pattern is what confirms to you that this market has changed. Maybe the market is going up, and all of a sudden on a daily, on a weekly, a double top appeared. So that is to tell you that the market does not want to go. The market does not want to go higher again. The market wants to come down. So that is what happened here. On a monthly, we've broken the structure to the downside, and on a weekly, we had a double top which has been confirmed. Also, you know, the principle of double top states that before a double top can be valid, that the neckline must be taken out. And on this one, the neckline has been properly taken out, and we are going on for a retest. So this is the retest that a lot of traders are shouting on YouTube. When I watch some people on YouTube, they are saying GBPUSD is bullish. Well, you can be bullish based on the time frame you are trading, or you can also be bearish based on the time frame you are trading. But as a swing trader that I am, I'm always checking the market from the bigger perspective. I'm always looking at the market from the overall market view, from the monthly, weekly, daily. Then I execute on 4 hours. So that is how I look at the chart. So I'm looking at this chart now from the weekly and from the monthly standpoint. We are bearish. I've done my fundamental analysis, and my fundamental is pointing bearish, and technical also is pointing bearish. So whatever that happened in the market now, I'm not buying. I'm just looking for an opportunity to sell. So now, the neckline has been broken, so we are going back for a retest. And so once we've been able to establish that, okay, the neckline has been broken, so what you want to ask yourself again as a good trader is, you have to come and look out for FEG. The SMC trader call it fair value gap, or you could come to look for imbalance. Is there any imbalance or inefficiency? So those are the things you want to look at for again. Initially, in my early stage of trading, I don't really pay attention to them, but over the time, I kept on backtesting, and I find out that markets always react to those particular, is either in FEG, a fair value gap, or inefficiency, or any imbalance. So once you find that, is another thing you want to come and look at for now. On GBPUSD on a monthly, we can see that we have one here. We have one here that the market is currently, we have this particular one here. We have this particular one here that the market has also tapped in. So this is my area of interest now. Let me quickly highlight this and on a monthly also, on a monthly, I want to pick out this particular zone here, which should be my area of interest if the market is coming down. This particular zone here. This particular zone, I want to pick it out. Okay, this is my area of interest. These two, the upside and the downside. So, okay, from the weekly standpoint, let me quickly pick out this one again. Let me pick out this one. This is my area of interest where I know that the market may likely run into if I'm selling. Then if I'm selling, this will be my first TP, and this will be my second TP. So now on a daily, let's quickly head over to daily. From daily now, you can see that this, as of when I saw this particular equal bottom or W pattern, I knew that this was just the manipulation from the big traders. And it worked out. It played out the way they wanted it. They wanted to carry this price. They wanted to shoot this price up in order to come and fulfill some technical principle here. But this is not a full reversal, because some people see this particular chart pattern, this W pattern, as a full reversal. But note that this is not a full reversal. This is just a temporary reversal to reverse to reverse this particular downtrend. Is a temporary reverse chart pattern to reverse it in order for technical principle to be met. So that is why this particular pattern appeared here. It's not a full reversal. If we are looking for a full reversal, it should be from a weekly or a monthly zone. So now, with that being said, so how do you now scale in? Since from my own technical standpoint, I'm saying that we are bearish. So how do you now trade this particular GBPUSD if you have to trade it? Now on the daily, let me quickly cover up these spaces here. So on the daily now, this is my area of interest. Let me quickly show you something on the daily so that you will understand it. On the daily, let me get my parts. We have a swing low here. We had a run up and a break of structure to the downside, and we have another run up. Note that the market structure is still very much intact. This particular low here is still very much intact. Then we had another a break below. We had a break below down here. Note that this was the zone that led to the break of this particular low here. So we are keeping our eyes on it. This particular zone here. This zone here that I just mapped out, this one here, this one. This is the zone. This is the, will I say, okay, this is the high or low. Lower low, lower high. This is the low that led to this break of this particular structure to the downside. So as long as this particular low is still intact, let me take off this so that you can see it clearly. Where's my let me use, as long as this low is still very much intact, we are still bearish. Simple. So what do you want to be doing as the market open tonight? Because I'm doing this on the Sunday night. Probably the market will open by 11 p.m. Nigeria time. I don't know where you'll be watching from, but as the market open tonight, I will not be surprised if we have a shoot up here, because there are a lot of liquidity resting upon this low here. A lot of early buyers, a lot of early sellers will sell and put their stop losses above this particular low here. So I will not be surprised if you have something like this when the market open properly. Depending on the momentum that the market will open with, I will not be surprised if you have something like this. The market may just come to clear this liquidity. SMC call it liquidity, but we call it stop loss run. But they are all the same thing. So if the market can come and do something like this, then we cannot have this kind of formation again. This is where I will not be much. This is where I'll be much interested to sell. This is exactly what I'll be waiting for. If this can happen, that will be a perfect one for me. And the first target will be this particular zone here, and second target will be here. So I'm still keeping my eyes on this particular low here. This should be your area of interest as the market open. Maybe that I'm just doing this. I'm just doing the rough work now. I deleted all my technical drawing and everything in order for me to do this, so that you can be able to understand that technically, from the monthly and from the weekly standpoint on GBPUSD, we are bearish. You can also do your fundamental analysis about GBPUSD and know whether we are bullish or bearish. But I'm saying to you now that we are still technically bearish from what I'm seeing on the chart. So on a 4-hour, there's no need to go to 4 hours, because we are still just waiting. You can see that on a 4-hour, we are still in temporary uptrend. This uptrend is temporary. It's not a uptrend to reverse the market overall. We are just doing it to fulfill some technical principle. Then after then, we will still head over low. We will still head lower. So this is what I have for you guys. Keep your eyes on GBPUSD and keep your eyes on this particular zone here. Let me put bars there. Let me put in bars there so that you can know it. Keep your eyes on this particular zone here. As long as this zone is still very much intact, GBPUSD is still in a bearish phase. GBPUSD is still in a bearish phase as of now. Assuming you were able to buy from here, it will be good. But where the market is now currently, I will not advise you to buy. I will advise you to have more patience in order for you to know what the market will do next. And on this zone, always wait for chart pattern, like I always say. Wait for chart pattern. It can be inverse. It can be head and shoulder in this case, where we are bullish. It can be head and shoulder. It can be double top. So always wait for chart pattern. Chart pattern is what confirms to you that maybe the downtrend is over or the uptrend is over. So this is all for now. This video, I don't want it to exceed 15 minutes before, but we are in 18 minutes now. I'll be ending the video here right now. If you like my video, if you like the way I teach, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't also like it, give me a dislike. I also appreciate it. But tell me in the comment box below what to do to improve in my next video. As you all know, nobody knows it all. I'm here to learn. You're here to learn. You learn from me, I learn from you. Until we attain the level which I call the CPT, consistent profitable trader. I'm not totally there yet, and I know a lot of newbies are not totally there yet. Why not subscribe and keep the notification on so that we can grow together and attain the level which I call the CPT. I'll see you in my next video. I still remain your boy, the Legend FX Academy. Bye for now, and I'll be doing a final video for the year, which I'll be summarizing how my year goes, the account I traded, how my Marvin account, everything. I'll be doing another video to show you guys how everything went. So bye for now. I will see you in my next video, maybe probably next week or next upper week. Bye.